Hi everyone, Sherls here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you are here. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It truly helps our amazing community grow. As a little thank you for your support, any comment you leave on my videos automatically serves as an entry into my annual secret YouTube subscribers appreciation giveaway. This is my way of showing appreciation for all of you. Each May, I will randomly select and announce the winners. And the prizes will even include any unclaimed giveaways from the past year. So, comment away. In the previous video, I left you with the preparation of the beautiful digitals and cardstock for this mini album. Starting from this video, we will do the fun part, assembling this cardstock and decorate it with the pretty digitals into a finished Whimsical Dos-à-Dos Mini Album. Here on my table, I have my ink cardstocks and the nostalgic Noel digitals cut into the size that I want. For this style, I cut it into half. These tags, I cut it into 4 inches wide, and these are my leftover. Same with this one, I got the 4 inches wide one and the leftover. And here, I already organized the ephemera in the nostalgic Noel into my super handy dandy ephemera holder. This is by far my favorite ephemera holder for a project that I am currently working on. It's not hard to make this ephemera holder. I have a tutorial how to make this ephemera holder, and I will leave the link in the description box if you like to make one for yourself. Without further ado, let's start assembling our Whimsical Dos-à-Dos Mini Album. Usually, when making an album, I like to assemble my cardstock into a finished album, then use my pretty paper to mat it. In this tutorial, however, I will do both at the same time, assemble and then decorate. So let's start from the first page. The first page, we will need one of the pre-folded cardstock. I already fold this, and I already decided that I will be using this Santa as the cover. So I will adhere this to the front page or the cover for this album. I use double-sided tape around the edges to make sure that my paper fully adhere on the cardstock, then use a glue stick for the rest of the area. That's first page or the cover, and actually I want to put something here. In the nostalgic Noel freebie, Rachel has a lot of words, and I want to use this magic of Christmas. This magic of Christmas, in my opinion, fits perfectly this Whimsical Dos-à-Dos Mini Album. When we finish with this album, in my opinion, will feel magical. Something like this. There are other small fuzzy cuts in this ephemera kit that I can also use to decorate it. Maybe something like this, or even this tiny wreath. Oh, I do like this pop color of blue on this cover. It's just something different. Let's see if I have something else that works better. Nope, I really think this blue works super. Okay, that's all for this front page for now. Later, after I finish with this mini album, I will go back and then do more decoration. For this page, I already pre-decided that I want to use this one, these churches. Let's see. I want to make sure they are still side by side, so later when I want to use it for a layout like this, it's easy for me to find. And now I'll just put it on that side so it's not bothering me. This, if I put it on the center side by side like this, it will leave me this tiny gap here. To remedy that, I already cut one of the scraps of the background page, and this one is actually too wide for what I need. I need to cut this into half, and I believe half of this is enough. Let me double check really quick. Oh yeah, it's more than enough. So I will mark this and cut it. And now I can adhere it on the page. And I want to make sure that the edges of my paper is fully adhered on the cardstock, so I will be using my double-sided tape. That is done, but before I adhere this, I just remember that I want to add a flap on this layout. Nope, this is not the one that I want to use. I printed something else. Oh, yep, this one. this actually is the same one as this one, but I printed it on two sides. Let's see, I think this one will be too big. Yep, this is too tall for what I need, so this one will work. This flap, it is on the Nostalgic Noel Ephemeral kit, and I printed them on original orientation and then another one on the mirror printing setting. So now I can have this as a flap on both sides. On the other side, I use one of the background in the Nostalgic Noel background one. So the one that I picked, if I'm not mistaken, it is page 24. If you do not know how to do a mirror printing, I have a tutorial for that. I will also link the tutorial in the description box. This will go here, and this one, yeah, this is one that I did misprint. I originally planned to print the background page on the other side, but I didn't check my paper and I ended up printing the mirror page on the other side, and as you can see, it almost perfectly matched. And now I have this unique flap that I can use for a journal or maybe for this mini album. And this will adhere on this side, so this needs to go down first. But again, I want to make sure that the edge is fully adhered on my album, so I will be using double-sided tape. The double-sided tape is over the corner, and that's okay because I can later remove that part or even like adhere my page on top of it. We will see. Or actually now by peeling it, this double-sided tape already wants to fold in, so I will just do that. I also apply adhesive on top of the double-sided tape so it won't immediately adhere to the paper and give me some time to rearrange the flap if I need it. That's how I peel the double-sided tape that I don't want to remain on my cardstock. Folds in, folds up nicely. Now I can adhere this one, but I also need to apply my glue stick on this side. And now this paper. First, I want to make sure that it is on the correct sequence. Yep, thankfully I double check because this one needs to go on my left side. I need to make sure that the top and bottom is properly aligned with a thin strip of digital. It's cute, and now I can repeat this process for the other side. For our next page, I am going to cut the second sheet of the cardstock. It is, the measurement will be 2 inches from the score line. So here and another one. And this part now I will need to ink it. I forgot to mention that depending on your scoring method, your score mark might have 2 lines like what I have here. And when measuring 2 inches, I measure from the farthest one or the closest one to where I need to cut. So this is where I start to measure. And when I fold, I also like to fold in between those 2 score marks. So my pieces will have a tiny gap like that. I do not like to press it all the way with my scraper. The reason being, from my experience making a scrapbook album, this tiny extra thickness is very useful in accommodating your photos or ephemera or whatever you will later adhere to the page. Especially when you have a pocket page like this. This one, we will adhere this pocket on this side like this. But before that, I like to make this area first. And I do have a stack of these smaller pieces of printed digital that don't fit my mini album. Let's see. So this one is really pretty. I want to keep it as a tag letter, so I am putting it aside. And this one, oh, that's really cute. I will be using this one. So how wide that I need, let's try this again. Something like that. And this is roughly 2 and 1/8 inches. Let's use this one. So yeah, this is roughly 2 and 1/8 inches, but I will cut it 2.5 inches. And I already lost my pencil. There you are. I could use all sheet of this paper, but hey, there is part of it that you won't see it, and why waste the paper? Besides, later I can use it to make a beautiful masterboard. we can adhere this piece into a pocket on our first page. And don't forget this part. Make sure that this spine is properly aligned. We want it as flush as possible. Also make sure that it is straight. While we are waiting for this pocket to properly adhere on the first page, I want to point out something. Do you need to cut this digital extra wider than necessary? Actually, no. In my example here, I cut this paper exactly the width that I need to cover this part. As a result, you can see this side is not matted, and that makes me think that I don't like that part. I can cut the digital wider, so when I open this, you cannot really see the white cardstock, and somehow this got a little bit glue. Now let's open it. Of course, if you open it very wide, you can still see it, but if you just open it a little bit like this looks much better. That's my opinion. If you don't want to waste your digital and you don't really bother seeing the cardstock color, then do whatever makes you happy. For this side, oh, this is perfectly fit, so that's what I will be using. When I already have a paper that will fit perfectly what I need, I would just use it. Now let's see if we can find something to decorate it. This looks cute. Oh, this is so adorable. How about this? Oh, that's so cute. And maybe a tiny wreath on the top. Actually, I also found this very tiny bow. This goes here. No, this is yellow and yellow, or brown and brown. Oh, this girl is so adorable. This also looks so cute. Okay, this process will really take me forever. You know what? I will decide this later off camera, so you don't have to see me struggling, and I will do a final flip through of this Whimsical Dos-à-Dos Mini Album. But I do know that I want to use this one. Okay, let's work on this side. So for this one, I made another example here without any of the digital, so it is easier for me to see. Oh, now I remember, for this one we will use this strip, and this we are going to make 2 scoring marks on 1 inches and 1 1/8 inches. For this one, we are going to fold on the outer scoring mark like this, and this, and this will go on this side. I want this to fully adhere. I fold it like this and then adhere it on this second sheet cardstock back, making sure that it is flush. A little bit adjustment here. Let's try this again. Goes like this and this way. It's flush. Nice. And yes. Now I can peel the backing of my double-sided tape. So this is the hinge to our third cardstock, and this side we can now pick a paper, pretty paper on it. I want one of the background page, this one. Wait a minute, I just remembered that I want to put something fun here. That is an envelope. Oops, this is not good. I need to rearrange this ephemera because it's so full and it just keeps falling apart. Yep, this or this or this. I do have some of the envelopes that I already printed. Oh wow, I already combined this for the project that I made last year, and this, if I put it here, will I open like this way, okay, and this goes like this. But I do not have extra thickness here, so no, not for this page. For this example here, I added an envelope to make another pocket page, but for this one I can add this, so you will have another pocket page. But again, this doesn't really have an extra thickness in case I put a lot of things on this envelope. So let's skip it for now. It's flying again. Instead, I will use this one on the next layout. It seems like there is something here. Yes, it is, and we do not need that. Oh no. Oh, I have more of the fussy cut here. Some of it I haven't cut at all. This one is my scarf that I will be using to make a masterboard. So that means I can fully adhere this digital. That is done. And And this envelope, now I want to use it on this side, and this side it is another sheet of cardstock, which I will adhere like this. I want my spine to have rounded edges. That's why I adhere this cardstock on the inside of the hinge. I need to make sure that I don't cross the scoring mark. Here, remember my scoring mark has a gap, has a thickness, and I adhere this cardstock just a little bit over the outer line. This will put it like this, and we can add this on this side or on this side. Or you know what, it'll be more fun to add this like this. So you will open like this, and then here, so you kind of have an accordion here. So let me adhere this one first. And how do I make this double envelope? It is super duper easy. If you don't have time to watch the tutorial where I made this, let me show you now. So basically, I use these two envelopes in the ephemera bundle, and I stack them like this. Then I adhere this like this, and this one on the other side, and that's how I have this double envelope. It's super simple. How will it? I need to put this back for later use. So yep, that's how simple I make this. It just goes like this. Let's decorate these pages first. Yeah, this extra thickness that I added here, it accommodated this double envelope perfectly. I'm super happy with that. So we, oops, this is not good. Let's use something fun here. This is a triple page. Oh, this will be fun to pour here. That's what I will be using. And for this page, I can use this, except that this side has an extra and this side will be blank, so let's not use that. I think it'd be cute to use a background page here. Let's see, I want this spread to have a good balance of colors. So what I will be using, I want something red like this. And for the last one, the last area, this one, or maybe I should use something like this. This is done, and now we can mat this side. this side is not going to be adhered to another cardstock, so it's safe to make it now. I already decided that I want to use this paper for this side. And I also want to put a pocket here. In the ephemera kit, there are a couple pockets, and I will pick one of the pocket ephemera. This, let's see. Oh, this will be cute. I can use two like this. Maybe something taller and shorter. Oh, this is pretty. I like it. And a shorter one like this, or this one. Which one will look better? Or maybe this and this. No, let's use these two because they have a different, like, prominent color. Yeah, this is too dark, so let's use these two. This one I haven't trimmed this notch. This will go here. I think this is a good spot to wrap up this tutorial. So far, I have a feeling that these layouts, this whimsical layout, already confuse you enough. So let's call it a day for now, and we will continue the next pages in the next video. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next part of this Whimsical Dos-à-Dos mini journal tutorial. I truly hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any question, feel free to leave your question on the comment section, message me, or send me an email. As always, a huge thank you for your incredible support. Please remember to comment and subscribe before you go. It means the world to me. Until next video, happy crafting!